Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, lost in thought, replaying moments, asking questions that don't seem to have answers? If so, you might be what psychologists call a deep thinker. These are people whose minds rarely rest, constantly exploring ideas, analyzing situations, and searching for meaning in everything they experience. While most people move quickly from one thought to the next, deep thinkers pause. They don't just react to life, they reflect on it. At the core of deep thinking is something called metacognition, the ability to think about your own thinking. Deep thinkers don't just have thoughts. They examine where those thoughts come from, why they exist, and what they reveal. This mental depth is often linked to a trait known as openness to experience, one of the big 5 personality dimensions. People high in openness are naturally curious, imaginative, and drawn to big, abstract questions about life purpose and the universe itself. But with that gift comes a challenge. The same mind that sees meaning everywhere can also overanalyze everything, turning self-reflection into overthinking. Emotionally, deep thinkers are often more sensitive and empathetic than average. They don't just think deeply, they feel deeply too. They pick up on subtle emotions, tiny details in tone or behavior that others might overlook. This gives them an incredible ability to connect, to understand, and to offer genuine compassion. But it also means they carry more emotional weight. They can easily feel drained or overwhelmed by the constant flow of information and emotion. That's why deep thinkers often crave solitude, not because they dislike people, but because they need time alone to process the intensity of their own thoughts and feelings. In social situations, deep thinkers often experience what psychologists call the social paradox. They crave meaningful connections, yet struggle to find them. They long for deep, soul-stirring conversations, but often find themselves surrounded by small talk and surface-level interactions. It's not that they think they're better than others. It's simply that their minds are wired for depth. And when they can't find that depth, they retreat inward, into their own world of ideas, imagination, and introspection. But this inner world can become a trap if they're not careful. Too much reflection without action can lead to analysis paralysis, a loop where thinking replaces living. Yet, the mind of a deep thinker holds incredible power. These are the people who often become visionaries, philosophers, writers, and creators. Their ability to connect patterns, to see beauty and meaning in chaos, makes them the ones who shape ideas that move the world forward. Neuroscience even shows that deep thinkers have stronger activity in what's called a default mode network, the part of the brain linked to introspection and imagination. That's why their thoughts can feel endless, but also why they often produce insights that others can't see. The key, however, is balance. The happiest deep thinkers are those who learn to channel their depth rather than drown in it. They write, create, meditate, and reflect, not to escape life, but to understand it more fully. Deep thinking isn't just about questioning the world. It's about experiencing it with greater awareness and purpose. So, if your mind never stops asking questions, if you often feel like your thoughts go deeper than most people's, don't see that as a flaw. It's a rare strength. You see the world in ways others can't. Just remember to come up for air. Even the deepest ocean needs sunlight. Think deeply, but live deeply too.